Hello everybody, Greg here with the Average G YouTube channel. Today we have a time lapse of a Lego piece being put together. As you can tell, it's not a brand name Lego piece, but it is a off-brand Amazon piece. It does have its own unique features. It's a floral piece with a glass covering. The pieces compared to a normal Lego piece are very, very, very small. Some of the pieces were about as big as a grain of rice. Depending when you're watching this, you may or may not tell that this is my first YouTube video. So a lot of the process does have some learning curves for me, being the camera angle, just filming in general, and audio, video editing. So as you continue to watch these videos, come along with me as I learn how to do these videos better and to make some better content for you. If you're wondering what kind of videos I'll be making in the future, some of them will be similar to this. I do like kind of the building time-lapse video aspect of this one. I have some other projects I'd like to put together, not just some Lego or off-brand Legos or builder sets, but also some DIY home projects that I'd like to do. Some other videos I'd like to make would be some more longer essay form videos, kind of diving into some research on a certain topic. Depending on what you guys want to hear from me. To be honest, I'm kind of an open book. I love to kind of dive into deeper topics. Also, I just like to sit and talk. Hopefully, one day I'd like to start a podcast, where I can sit down with my friends and family and kind of record some long, funny, or interesting projects to sit and just get to know people and have some fun. I'm also interested in starting a series on my fitness journey. I know fitness YouTube's kind of oversaturated, kind of uh, type of videos that you kind of have any type of person telling you what you want to hear as far as how to lose weight and get in shape. But as a person that's lost over probably 80 pounds in my lifetime from the time I was in high school to and being the slowest kid in the mile in elementary school to running 5Ks and trying to train for a marathon by the time that I'm 35. I feel like that'd be an interesting thing to kind of record and document for not just myself, but for anyone that's interested. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you're interested in anything that I'm talking about, let me know in the comments, and I will kind of put it on my list and trying to make content, as we try to grow this YouTube channel and really expand just what I'm doing in everyday life and kind of build my own brand. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, what is that brand? What is the Average G brand? Well, when I kind of came up with this name, it was some many years ago. This whole expedition into content creation and developing a YouTube channel is actually years of work coming to fruition. I always wanted to kind of make content. I just had never had any idea of what to make or what people would be interested in. And right now, I'm just more focused on what I'm interested in. Hopefully, people just kind of hop along for the ride. But why Average G? Why the name? How the name? Where the name? How come the name? Well, so like I said, this has been years in the making, and as a young white boy, as I once was, I wanted to be a rapper, believe it or not. And, coming up with the name, I had, a few ideas. G Technique was one. Um, don't really remember the rest, but Average G was definitely one of them. And where Average G comes from is kind of like a play on the traditional rapper names like Big or Little. You got Big Sean, Little Wayne, Lil Uzi Vert, Big L, Big Pun, yada yada. But then you also got kind of the direction I was going with, kind of like Lil Dicky, and just another white guy being funny, kind of not super serious. So like Lil Dicky being a joke, I like Lil Dick. My name is Average G, not her Average Greg. I don't know which one yet. We'll figure that out. But average, in between little or big, kind of a play on that. So, and that's not to say average is bad or good. I don't know. It's average. Obviously, average is average, and don't read too much into that. Anyway, next topic. So if you're following along in the video and actually watching the video instead of listening to me ramble, you can see that the piece is coming together here. We're at the second shot. Altogether, this piece took me probably between an hour and a half and 2 hours to completely put together. There is a part where I kind of just start playing Red Dead and not really focus on putting this piece together. My bad. But, just leaves more room for me to talk as I put this piece together in the background. All in all, if I had to review this piece, I would give it a pretty good rating. Honestly, for me, if you can see, my fingers are a little too big for a lot of these pieces. I did spend quite a bit of time dropping or just kind of the pieces flinging out of spot and having to look for them on the ground. With their small size, honestly makes it so much harder to find them. But at the end of the project, I did end up with quite a bit of extra pieces. Maybe one or two I forgot to put on, but it seems like there was quite a bit of pieces that they put in extra into this box for you. With it being smaller too, a lot of the pieces did have just a very, very small spot to hold on to the base, which made it hard to keep it all together. Especially when it's all crammed in there, they bump together, and some of the pieces end up falling off. I did end up finishing this a while ago. It is still all together. It is holding together pretty well. But thank God for that plastic little dome that goes over the top of it. Otherwise, if you have a strong breeze or like a cat, the whole thing's going to end up in 1,000 pieces in the middle of the night. So as you can see, I'm putting up together the final flower here. I was struggling to actually fit all of this on my camera. I probably really didn't know what I was doing because I just recorded full HD video for, almost 2 hours, and that took up all the room on my phone. I was basically deleting old videos and files on my phone in order to make room to finish recording this. And as you can see, I am speeding, trying to get this thing put together as fast as possible. I was literally deleting to make room for 2 minutes of film to be able to fit on my phone. And as you can see, bing bop, boom bop, boom bop, bam, I am putting this thing together. I keep wanting to call it a Lego. I don't know what else to call it besides mini brick figurine or display. But as you can see, bop, 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 it is being put together. This should be like the final video part of it. I'm shoving everything together and praying that it does not fall apart. And there it is. And it's beautiful. Thanks everyone for watching. What else would you like to see in future videos, or would you like me to talk about? Please let me know in the comments. Hate this video? Let me know in the comments. Love this video? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. And I appreciate you so much. Have a great day. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. There's my cat Jaws. All right. Bye.